Okay, good.
John, tough start for you. Down 10-2, then made a little run at them in the second half, but I don't think you got within 10. They just you bent them a little bit, but they wouldn't break.
Yeah, that's a good team, man. And the one thing Belmont's not going to do is beat themselves. They're just not going to do it on the offensive end or the defensive end. They're very sound, and it's a great opportunity for us to really break down the film and show our guys areas where we can be better. It's an opportunity for us to grow. You know, that's the bottom line, because every time you break down, they expose you. Whether that's the offensive end, defensive end, poor shot, bad turnover, poor rotation, you know, whatever it was, they expose you every time. And that's, for us, I mean, as a coach, that's a beautiful thing. I mean, obviously very disappointed with the loss, very disappointed with our effort to start the game. But again, if we handle it the right way, it's an opportunity for us to really break it down and be better, you know, come Saturday.
You had 4 guys in double figures and got 31 points off the bench, did some good things there, and you know, that balanced scoring was a positive sign.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing that. You know, we have the guys that are starting to buy into that. I mean, 15 turnovers, I think, is way too many, especially against a Belmont team, you know. But aside from our ball control, I think we're doing some pretty good things on the offensive end. You know, Brandon Jackson's really growing. You know, he's been really good since we started league play. His confidence is growing, so that's always good to see.
And Benton gave you 10 points, and I think he had 5 or 7 there in when you made a little spurt. He had a couple.
Yeah,
nice
JB's
shots.
he's a very capable guy, you know, and it was good to see him turn the corner in the second half. I didn't think he played great, and he wasn't obviously alone, but I don't think he played particularly well in the first half. So it's really good to see him respond and put together a pretty sound second half, and hopefully he can carry that momentum through tomorrow and into Saturday.
What's Belmont do best, or you know, when you look at them from a coaching standpoint, you know, look at maybe say you can take from what Belmont does and have your kids do it, or just their style. What do you like best about what they do?
I mean, their style is what it is, you know, and again, our style is a lot of different ways to have success. I mean, Belmont is not a team that we're trying to emulate necessarily, but at the same time, they are very good at what they do. And I think what they do well is they're sound. You know, they don't make home run plays. They keep it very simple on both ends. Defensively, I think they're an underrated defensive team. You know, honestly, I mean, everybody gets caught up in their offense and their spacing, and they can make shots, and they can do that. I mean, they've got great playmakers and decision makers. So on that end of the ball, but I think they're a very underrated defense. You know, they make you, they kind of shrink that floor in there. They make you shoot shots. They collapse on the inside around the lane, and I just think they're a sound team on both ends of the floor.
What do you take from this game? You know, what's the good and the bad, and looking forward to the next game with Tennessee State on Saturday. What do you take out of this game?
You know, I think we had won, you know, 2 games in a row on the road. I think because mentally we were strong. You know, I mean, we battled through some adversity. We played the game with the right mindset. And I think we took a step backwards today. You know, especially in the first half. I don't know, we had a couple guys respond in the second half. We had a couple guys not respond in the second half. But, you know, I mean, for us in terms of, you know, what we have to be better, you know, come Saturday, it's just, it's such a mental thing with us. And that's something that's not
Mentally tough?
It's not tangible. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say, okay, we got to make this shot, we got to make that pass. But obviously, you can't turn the ball over 15 times against anybody and win. But, you know, aside from that, just we've got to be sharper mentally. You know, I mean, some of the breakdown, again, I give Belmont credit, but I mean, a lot of what we saw in the first half was just mental breakdown, you know, from our game plan on our part, and that's something we got to find a way to be better with.
Is that mentally sharper you talk about? Is that a toughness, or is that awareness, or how would you?
I mean, it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
You know, I really think it is, and it's a group thing. It's not like it's one guy's fault or 2 guys. I mean, it's as a unit. We've got to find a way, you know, when we break down, because Tennessee State's going to make a run on Saturday, whether up 10, down 10, whatever it is, they're going to make a run at some point. So now how do we respond? You know, we need 2 or 3 guys to get to rally the troops and refocus our energy. And I don't think we did that quick enough, you know, tonight.
And Akize, I guess that's the way you pronounce it, he was sort of a low tonight with 29, and you know, for a big guy, he can shoot pretty well from outside.
Very good player.
Yeah.
Very good player. I mean, honestly, I'm disappointed with our focus on him, you know, because, I mean, that's something that we game plan for. I mean, the kids lead him in scoring. When they win games, he's 21, 22 points a night. You know, when they lose games, he's around 13 to 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that's a guy that next time around, we've got to find a way to do a better job. He and the kid Dylan Windler are really, really good ball players.
Okay, John, thank you, and good luck Saturday, and stay safe. Stay safe.